Go for it.
It's Tuesday night. It's MPG night. Last week, our heroes got cracking and finished off the smithy and then blew up the brewery. But not before Terity was out-tongued by a fox called Murple. The heroes met a holy man near their camp the next day, preaching about a feckless goblin called Grimble. They felt inspired and went into the village at night to ruin the mines. The next day, they find they are stronger, better, more powerful than before. Let's find out how. Dolgren, what has changed with you?
I've learned how to be more precise and more brutal with my strikes. So now I can hit things with one big giant hit and do even more damage.
Is it possible to do even more damage?
It is, and we shall see.
On a scale of Dolgren to Brondar, you're much closer to Brondar now.
Much more damage than that guy. I can't take as much of a hit.
Gotcha. Well, Naroke,
Yeah.
what's changed?
In all honesty, not a great deal. He feels, because he always talks about himself in the third person, because that's just how he is. He feels a little bit more magical. He's unsure if it's sort of a healing magic yet or a thorny entanglement magic yet. He's just sort of a bit fluid currently. But he did pick up a new, not skill, dickhead, ability, where he can actually, it's pretty cool. He feels right. He can choose or see, like, you could almost call it quarry that he's trying to kill, and he sort of points at them, and he gets better at hitting them, which is pretty rad. So, playing into his usual, let's stay at the back and just throw arrows at shit, he feels like he's going to go quite well.
Well, would you call them arrows? Still, they seem to be like javelins he was shooting.
The flaming arrows of doom, yeah. Yes.
Pretty good, Terity.
So I got more spells, and a new level 4 spell, which is very fitting for our subterfuge. I'm quite proud of it. It's called Zone of Silence. By casting the Zone of Silence, you manipulate sound waves. Essentially, anyone inside the zone can talk to each other and act and hear my performance, but outside that zone, it's completely silent.
Wow, a true kind of silence.
And then,
Very cool.
A couple extra spells, and that was about me.
Well, we will spare BJ since I don't think he would know what's changed, and I don't think anything has with Dex.
Well, I see that everyone's level 10,
Yeah.
and I see that he has selected the Opportunist talent at Rogue level 10, so that would be new, I would think.
Yep.
Well, technically you would be 11, but because Dave wasn't here last week, he hasn't put it up. So everyone else is 11, and you are 10.
Oh, okay. I get the dipshit level. Nice.
Yeah.
You
But
got the Daves away for a long time level, mate.
Yeah. All right, cool.
He's still pretty potent. In fact, he's the only one with an artifact, but he has refused to use it to date, which is a Cyclops head stuck on a stick that can fire out a beam of energy.
Okay.
Developed by himself and some gnomish royal engineers.
And it's not like limited charges or anything?
Oh, yeah, I think I can't. It'll be in there in his inventory about...
No, it's twice per day.
Yeah.
Twice per day, no limit to the charges that's written in here.
Yeah, so it is just only in the sense it's twice per day. And he's written in progress, he has a Hydra head helmet. That has been finished, so he is wearing that. Hence, I think his picture changed to have this nifty looking helmet on the top.
Okay. Does that have any effect?
No, it's purely for show. You know, Dave, it's a lot of it's for show.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Nothing new that you guys haven't already seen from Dex.
All right. Well, you are at your encampment where you had leveled up in the morning, and I guess it's whether you want to go somewhere during the day, wait till night, what you next want to strike. And Brendan, I will just reshare the map, the 2-dimensional version, because it should be
Cool.
easier to point. The others will remember stuff. You have been visited a couple of nights by a red dragon who turns into a humanoid called Naximara, who has been aiding you because he is also an enemy of the Storm Tyrant.
Seems like this guy hasn't made a lot of friends.
Well, he has an orb of the dragon kind, so he's dominated some dragons, and that makes an enemy of those who haven't been dominated.
Fair.
And yes, he wants to do a lot more dominating. Not of the sort that Terity would like to do, but still, they've both got big appetites.
Yeah.
So, folks, you're at the camp, which is 3 hours away from the village. Brendan, just to note, so it's out of the way of harm.
Were we still running, sleeping during the day, up in the early evening, raiding at night?
It is entirely up to. I mean, the option is open now to do either if you wish. You had noticed at night time that the watchtowers are not manned or gianted, as it may be. But at night, generally, that's when the hounds or the wolves and the ice trolls do the patrols. But again, you have used a combination of things to get into the village.
So it sounds like there's already been quite a few targets hit in the village from that recap there. What kind of targets are still remaining? What more havoc can we wreak?
Well, there's the mess hall here. So, I can go over that. But Colin, absolutely happy if you want.
I was just going to say we haven't touched that one because it's big and scary. That was it.
Yes, that is the hall of the chieftain, or Hesea, as they're called. But there is something potentially scarier behind these doors at the back here.
Yep.
Guarded by a burning wicker man that is some form of construct.
From memory, we've taken out the forge, which is there.
Yep.
We've taken that out, which
The brewery. You haven't been to that one at all, and
we haven't done that one. We haven't done that one.
Slave pens.
Yeah, that's the slave pens. That is the statue of the god that no one really follows anymore.
Yeah.
It's a shame because he was original, old school, cool. We've taken that down.
Yep, that is the grist mill.
And then there was that one there, which was the animal pen.
Yep, that's right.
That one was it that one? Or was it that one he did the melty wall on?
Yeah, that one was the melty wall from Derek. That's the silo.
That was the silo. And then that one's still got scary curses on it. So icons on it. We haven't hit here. From memory, these caves here are the wolves.
Yes.
And these caves up here are the ice drakes. No?
Yeah, I think they are the blue dragon-looking things on the background image.
Yep. And these were the mines as well, but we collapsed them.
Yep.
Nice.
But we haven't taken out any of these thingos, which are the watchtowers.
Mm-hmm.
Naroke would probably suggest that we go this direction up in here. mainly it'd be good because this is all the slave pens, so we could probably even do a twofer. Take this, if we could do that quietly, and then maybe let all the slaves go and let them go rampaging. I don't know. Thoughts?
That sounds
Team?
like it would cause a juicy ruckus. Out of curiosity, what kind of slaves are they keeping in their pens? Are they humanoid slaves or some other kind of thing?
That would
They
be-
were humanoids, from what Von Aston can tell you, who's, I think, the only one who's been up there.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. He flew over it, didn't he?
Yeah, yep.
All right. Sounds exciting. I'm a little bit amazed that the giants have remained in this village at all, given that the brewery is down.
Well, so there is a certain amount of sabotage points before it disbands. And so that's on a per building. And then depending on whether you get seen or not is outrage points, which causes different things to happen. But at a certain point, so as outrage points accrue, greater protection or things happen in the village. As sabotage points accrue, you get to the point where the village just disbands. The brewery is still only worth 1 point amongst many other things.
That's pretty cool. I like that whole mechanic.
Yes.
So, Dolgren,
Right.
Parody, shall we trudge our way and try and head up in this direction to see what we can see and attack what we can attack and destroy what we can destroy?
Just sorry, give me 2 seconds. Oh no, I'm good. Yep. Right. No worries. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. I
Are you with us, Terry?
Always.
Legendary. I suppose the party packs all its toys up in its bag and starts trudging towards Skirgard.
It takes its 60 gun safes in a truck all the way over there.
I have no idea
And
what you're talking about.
what do we got? Parent and Terry.
So look, I will assume, that you take normal care, that you ensure that Dahlgren, who tends to sparkle when he's near any form of danger.
I told you I don't sparkle so much anymore. I've got adamantine armor. It's so dark and mysterious like me.
I think last week they cast invisibility on you, Dahlgren, and I think when you rolled stealth, you still rolled a 1.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll have to call him Bojingles.
Exactly. I can certainly place some of you on the map, and then I might remove the ones who are not here. Let's put you near the brewery at least.
Hey, Disco.
And I will move Zombie Von Troll, whatever. Zombie Cow.
All right, we're all enduring elements too.
All right.
Merci beaucoup.
Is that one from you, Dahlgren?
Yes, they're mine.
Okay. I will leave Von Aston there as effectively an NPC just hanging back.
Yes, I didn't endure him because I didn't think it would matter given he's not playing.
He's basically dead anyway, so he won't feel the cold.
We endure him every session.
That's true. That's true.
Colin, that should have been Territy's joke.
Oh no, sorry, Terry. I'll send it to you next time before I speak it.
Yeah, thank you. Between you guys, there's not much material left in the world, so I might just switch to singing.
Nice.
Not much material left. See, now you're taking Dave Brennan's lines.
I don't want to be accused of that.
No.
That's true.
Well, there you are. You've it's night time, if that was right, and you are at the burnt out brewery.
Do we see any crying giants at all about the burnt out brewery? Or
Yeah, I mean, maybe the watchtower. Well, in fact, no, it's nighttime, so you won't hear that at all. And you're at the opposite end of the camp to the mess hall.
yeah, I did know if they might have had a little memorial to what was beer.
Yeah.
Just wailing and gnashing their teeth out at the ruins of the brewery.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What was that one again? Again,
You-
brain like a sieve.
I don't know, but let's just assume that Nax and Mara have told you it's where the mastodon or mammoth keepers live. It is a large wooden structure with a peaked roof, 2 sets of massive barn doors set at either end, and a pair of gigantic ram's horns is mounted on the eastern doors, while gigantic cross lances are set above the western doors.
So where do we want to go? Do we want to try and do slaves and then direct the slaves at these guys, or do we want to try and nullify the mastodon herdifiers and then look at the slaves if we've got time? What say you?
Is there a way of saving the slaves? Because they're not going to be much of a match.
That is absolutely a good thought, Terry. You would expect that, as you would know, giants hit hard, and they could probably collect a few of these slaves at once. And the temperatures, as Dahlgren has just, tried to mitigate, may be pretty bad for the slaves if they're outside of a fire.
So if we want to have a chance at maybe sneaking the slaves out, we probably want to do that first, because taking out the barn might be the kind of thing that goes loud. Does that make sense?
Sounds solid to me.
Yep.
Right?
So I suppose we sort of head up this direction as patrols would be sort of walking along the paths and see if we can get a better look at what we might be dealing with. Yeah.
Sure. Look, up there, long rows of small wooden shacks huddled together in this fenced-in yard. I think at night time, could you tell? Well, let's assume they're unpainted, crude structures, and you would expect unfit for long-term survival in a cold environment. There are some communal fire pits scattered amongst the sheds, and that's about it. So you would expect in there would be the slaves.
Communal fire pits that are currently running, or are they cold?
No, I think it'd be fair to say the communal fire pits would be ongoing because it would warm the area. And
Being fueled by the slaves.
yeah, well, yes, possibly.
So there's some light sources present.
Yes, though Dex and Terry, you can't probably see in the dark.
I can indeed.
Dex can. Okay, well maybe Terry's the only one who can't see in the dark.
That's right. But I normally get a cast upon me via Von.
Okay, well that's a new one, Michael. You're not actually saying you just have an ability yourself that you won't have. You're arming it off to someone else.
That's because they're not here, so they can't.
That's
can't
exactly.
answer.
Geez, smart Michael. He just
Sounds good.
yeah.
He's been doing it for the last 2 sessions. Like,
Would Derek really do that?
Yeah, he has been.
Worst thing
Yeah,
is we
no,
could
okay.
actually go back and watch all the sessions.
That's
Just
true.
that
Yeah, that's right.
one snippet where he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll cast that on."
Fair enough. All right. Well, yes. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna assume you guys are then up here somewhere.
Jump up there. So send. How tall is the wall encampment outside edge post these things? Words.
Fence.
Fence. Yeah, we'll go with fence. Oh, wow. It's a new word for the day. Fence. Okay.
Look, 10 feet. I think, it's obviously only built to keep the slaves in, but you would expect it's unlikely if they've been here for any length of time, they're going to be possessed of much strength or will.
Excellent. No, it was more along the lines of, is it worth trying to open an obvious entrance, like i.e. the gates, like get Dex to see if it's locked and try and sneak in that way, or is it more of an idea to try and come through like a back area, see if we can get through a hole or a gap or something?
I reckon
to do it stealthily,
at least for Dex, it would be probably a fairly easy climb to get over a 10-foot wooden palisade.
Or you could use your disable device to create a hole.
Okay. Yep. Well, it'd be good if we could get the whole team in. So yeah, I reckon that sounds like a good time. If we could come around to the northwest side, try and find a spot that sort of doesn't have a lot of sight lines. So if there are any wandering patrols, maybe they won't see it, the mess we make of the wall, and see if we can, maybe find a couple of loose poles that we could pry apart or something of that nature.
Yeah, okay. So let's say you're discussing this from over there, and you see some frost giants walking around in the yard in the light, and they sort of, start doing a walk around the perimeter. Then they go back. Then you see them throwing rocks at some sort of crude target. And they're not trying to be quiet. You can hear them saying, "Take that, Naroke. You're going down, pal."
Oh dear.
And Dex, you would know that your character has been instrumental in creating this legend by carving the name Naroke into dead giant's buttocks.
Nice. All right. Well, let's keep that tradition going today.
Giggity.
Nothing like a bit of psychological warfare. Yep.
So yeah, I suppose taking the quiety long way. So for everybody to try and sneak, I reckon we go around to about here, and then start looking at procuring.
Well, Dahlgren will be the only one who really needs to roll.
Would you? I'll cast Zone of Silence, as spoken about before. It will last 11 hours.
Oh shit! Wow.
And I can dispel it as a standard action.
Plenty of time for killing.
Exactly.
Is that on someone or a thing or is that on stone?
Oh, I just read the floor in the plan. Thank you, Cole. Why is it?
No. It was a question. Like I don't know it. Like
you just stuffed it all up. I spent weeks planning this.
It's immovable, isn't it, Michael?
No, it's
probably should have planned a bit better, Mick. To be fair, then.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
That sounded really good.
It's
for a second.
Until I read 5-foot radius that emanates centered on you.
Oh,
so everyone have to walk with me in unison.
But that's all right if it helps you to stealth, though. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but
that's the ultimate stealth tool. Yeah.
Climb on Dahlgren's shoulders.
Yeah, that's right. You need to take Dahlgren.
Just a totem pole.
Well, no, it does all 5-foot squares around me.
Oh, so we all we hold hands like we're in primary school crossing a road.
That's right. In a cube. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. We'd have to form a cube.
15 by 15 foot cubes, plenty of room. Plenty of room for us all.
I think I should be on the bottom though.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do that.
Across everybody.
Raunchy.
That's what she said.
So Dahlgren is a bottom. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Put that on your character sheet.
All right. So are you guys around the northwest? Is that where everyone's gone?
That's where I've headed. That's where Narok is, and Von is with us now.
Well, one, yes. I might help
If
Dolgan by moving down there.
if Dex thinks
It would
anybody is
help.
having a bit of trouble with their stealthing, he might do an aid action. But if it looks like it's not necessary, I won't worry about it.
Oh, I'll need help.
Okay.
No, you're in my zone.
Oh, okay. Aye.
Baby.
Mhm.
Nobody's going to hear you. I wish it was a bit bigger.
Is that what Dolgan's saying? Oh.
Well,
Dolgan's spear is plenty big.
Oh,
Are you sure?
I'm sick of getting frostbite on the end of my.
It's all about the width, not the length, anyway.
That's why he's got the hammer as well. For throw.
so what do you plan to do? Let's say the giants are over the other side, or you can wait until they're over the other side before doing something. But what is the plan?
Well, like you said, I think let's see if disable device can lead Dex to a way to penetrate this fence.
Well, the
The
way I
engineer.
usually penetrate things is I buy it a drink. I look it dead in the eyes and I batter my eyelids.
Or wait
Well-
until it's really tired.
After you've done that with the fence, check back in with me and we'll talk about how it went, and then I might try the disable device thing.
It's like Dex is actually
So-
here.
You, yeah, okay. It's got me.
All right, Dex. Well,
I'll stand
Hey,
next to Dex as well, covering him in a
Back your
code.
eyelid.
Trying to make moves on the fence.
No, switch to the lively target that's working on the fence.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Not now, Terrady. I'm busy.
Looking hard and pointy.
I just like the way you work the wood.
I mean,
Take that 20, baby. Take
yeah.
that 20.
Cool. All right. Well, shall I just make that roll, Andrew? Or
yep, no, in the tower. Yep.
cool.
I mean, even with plus 18, I think you've made a lovely little contraption that it sort of enables you to fold up the bottom of the fence and get through. I mean, you could probably walk through without bending over, but some of the other large humanoids will have to.
Yeah. I am a gnome after all. They are very small. All right. Well, I'll just give it a quick check to make sure it's stable and it's not going to drop heavy timbers on any of my allies. And once I think it's good to go, I'll turn around and give everybody a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Then I'll stealth on through the gap.
Excellent.
Sure. Can I just?
I'll wait for Narok and then I'll follow behind
Mhm.
Narok.
Do-do-do.
So you're in one of these crude huts. Shacks. The giants move around, but you can assume there's some period of time you've got to decide what you're doing here.
Oh, it's a giant frost.
Whisper quietly, do we take the frost giants out first?
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. On the count of now.
Well, Dolgren, you're sort of away at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, no, it's up to you. You can go through with them. I mean, obviously, you've got dark vision, so...
Yeah, I'm right.
The giants tend to stay sort of more in the centre bit where the light is.
Yep.
All right. So everyone come through.
What sort of light is it?
It is really the communal fire pit. So it's sort of a dull glow. And you may remember frost giants can't see in the dark.
Dog, do you want to cast silence over there and we try and blanket the fire?
Go and mug him.
Mug 'em.
Hmm,
'Cause we're
interesting idea.
muggers.
Make it dark.
Exactly what I was going for, Mick.
Darkness.
We can
How good
Pull
is
a,
that show?
So
Yeah.
good.
Darkness,
So good.
my old friend.
pull a Chronicles of Riddick on them. Turn out the lights.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't have any direct magic that could affect it, so I'll have to just pour water on it.
I've got nothing.
But one of your arrows shooting straight past it would put the fire out.
One of his fire arrows.
Do you have create water, Ash?
A negative.
Okay.
Now, there's more than one fire pit because it is
no,
multiple fire pits.
Well, it would help if it was on the map.
Yeah, they're not. But I did read out a few community
Hey,
fire pits.
Wait a second. I assume there's stones and stuff around, given
Yep.
the type of area. I pick up a stone again and go, look, I can cast silence onto here, and somebody can hoik it down there, like before.
Yep.
If we want to do that.
Tied to one of Narok's arrows.
Yeah. Well, you know,
You can
or
shoot
Narok
I could just
rose
throw
or
it.
something. You could peg it.
But it won't look as cool. They'll see an arrow land in the middle of them, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's Narok," and then everything will go silent.
And then, yes,
What-
it is.
Why don't I just strap? Why don't you just cast it on one of my arrows and I shoot the fucker in the neck?
Ooh!
Can we
We
do
could
that?
do that. Yep.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
strap
Okay.
me to the arrow, cast silence on the arrow, and
Ooh.
shoot.
I'm happy.
Oh, hey.
I'm happy, Terity, to strap you to anything.
All right. So give me
saying-
an arrow.
It's my
Okay,
turn to put the strap on.
Hand across one of my non-flaming arrows.
Boogity, 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 boogity. Praise Torag.
Sorry. What?
You heard me.
Huh?
Here you go.
Oh, now's not the time to have a religious argument. Come on.
Okay.
Well, after praise Torag,
Yeah.
you don't get anything more, do you? It's just silent.
yeah. All right. So he grabs it and like and
Torag is welcome.
Narok
Okay.
like obviously okay. Narok's gonna move back over here because that's where he was. I want to do something. And he's like mouth. Does it work? Did it work?
No.
Yes.
Huh? I can't hear. Ah, okay, cool. And then knocks the arrow. Steps. Hang on. What's the... This is like 20 feet, 30 feet, something silly like that?
30, I'm pretty sure.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Well,
5.
yeah, you'll need to.
20.
All right, to there, because then at least Terity
Then-
can still sing and make jokes.
Yep.
And then
Then
I suppose he gets the gravity bow. I don't want to do that. I'll do these shots individually just to make sure they actually hit.
Well, I think once you do the first shot, we'll roll initiative.
All right, first shot hitting that one.
God, I would have laughed if you hit a.
Oh, if I rolled a 1, I would have been pissed.
So let's do the damage. You've hit Frost Giant 2 with the silence on it, and then
Yep.
we'll do initiative.
Oh,
Sorry, Anish. Yep.
I had no idea what that Terity roll was. I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah. I thought the same thing there for a second.
Oh, waste of a 20.
Oof. Look at us go.
Sir BJ, Sir Dex,
Yes, sir.
initiative, please.
You got it.
Oof.
Shay.
Now, we will start with a surprise round from here. So I will jump up to Narok. So it is just a surprise round, so a standard action or move action.
As a free action, I would like to say, I'm going to cast haste. Don't move too far.
All right.
Okay. Is that within your 6 words that you allow yourself to say, Michael?
I'm going to cast haste Don't move.
Don't move.
Well,
Roger that.
Narok completely ignored him and moved closer because he goes, I'm going to cast haste, and Narok absolutely loves haste. So he's going to...
All right, so you've moved. Yep.
Yep, that's all I'm doing.
That was surprising.
Dex.
All right. Dex looks over to Narok and nods, and he'll just hold his position. I suppose my standard, I'll ready an action to attack if anything gets in my zone. Got my weapon out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Dahlgren.
I am readying until I'll stand around until Terity casts a spell.
And Barentino.
Yes.
Terity.
Haste away.
Ooh.
It's going to get real.
Mm-hmm. All this for 2 frost giants.
So Narok, full round. You are hasted.
So, do I have... Oh, yeah, I've got line of sight on that fella, don't I? I certainly do. Using...
Go there, so that would look like it's roughly unimpeded.
Yep. He classes that... Actually, no, he doesn't. He won't do that because I have to wait an hour for the next one. Sorry. Ignore me. I am going to throw some shots. Hit, miss? Question?
Hit.
Oh. First one, second one, third one, and with haste, I get another shot at my first.
Hit again.
And that would be my go.
Okay.
Pass on. Why won't it pass? Ah, there it goes.
Dex.
Dex would like to move to the opposite end of this cover and open fire with his light crossbow on that same target.
Yep. Okay.
So just one attack because I've
Yes.
moved, so I won't be able to reload the crossbow. And ka-chow.
Hit.
Sweet. Now, does this count as a sneak attack?
You have to be within 30 feet to get a sneak attack, I think, with a missile.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds good. Let's go
Yep.
with it. Oh.
No,
it
and
rolled-
you're not within 30 feet. Yeah.
It rolled anyway.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I'm not sure how that was set up. I didn't do that on purpose. Oh, it's an effect. Okay. I can't actually delete that effect.
No,
so
I'm
it's
gonna.
totally
I'll let it
not
back
my
down.
fault.
What is that?
I take no responsibility for effects I can't remove.
I'm sure Dave's been very nifty with how he's done it, but yes.
It's
I will
fine.
do.
When I after you remove it, I'll just be able to apply it manually when it's called for.
This is remove it on Dex's
On the combat
sheet.
tracker. Yeah, pull it off the combat tracker if you
off
can.
Dex.
30
And
feet.
one on. Is this the sneak attack?
Yep.
So do you want me to delete it or turn it off?
Just delete it because I won't be able to manipulate it if it's
Yes,
not
'cause
if it
someone
doesn't
else has
belong
done it.
to me. Yeah.
Yep.
So now I'm just going to test this is working. I can add target. Yeah. Okay. No. Sneak attack. Yep. Okay. There it is now. Cool. And I can remove it again. Okay.
Excellent.
All good.
You,
That's everything. Sorry. Just need a memory refresh on haste. That doesn't give me like an extra attack or extra action or any shenanigans like that, does it?
Only for a full round. Otherwise,
Gotcha.
it gives you plus 30 feet, I think,
Mhm.
of movement.
And I can see it gives me AC 1 and attack 1
Oh, yeah.
save. But yeah,
Yeah.
cool. All right, thank you.
Dahlgren.
So I could double move plus get an extra 30 feet.
I think it's plus 30 unless Mick jumps in. I think the spell is plus 30, but I could be thinking about a different spell. Let me see. Because you're obviously not doing a full round attack action. Yes, 30 feet.
Are they? Where are the giants exactly? They're sort of that top one's in the middle of a grid.
It does say all hasted creatures' modes of movement increase by 30 feet to a maximum of twice the subject's normal speed.
Oh,
Yep.
So it's not twice. It's not twice run plus 30. Okay.
So what that to me would say is you'd get a standard action, but could move. If your movement was normally 30, you could move 60 feet and still get a standard action.
Okay. So I have to take it back. Bugger. Because I can't take any other action on that range.
Yep.
Does that look about right?
As just as the 30 feet.
Without the 30 feet. So I'm moving twice, which I'm allowed to do. Just...
Are you here? So you'd go... If I used Von Aston from here, you'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, roughly 30, I think, to there. 5, 15, 20, 25. I think you get to roughly there and still have your standard action, but you won't be obviously close enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I did originally. I was next to Barrett, so...
Yeah. Yep.
All right. That's what I do for the moment.
And Baron next, who will probably be in a similar position.
Yep. He can actually move faster than me, so...
Oh, yeah, because he's like a barbarian or something.
So that's his double move.
Yep.
So that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Charity spring chicken.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to cast Contagious Zeal on myself.
Self.
Yeah, I won't end up having my
Why doesn't he have
performance
his...
to help me. And then I'll move.
Oh, he has it in standard, not combat, that's why. Okay.
I'll finish it. Okay.
All right. So you watch number one, Frost Giant's eyes sort of widen, and he pulls a horn out to his mouth and blows, and as you would expect, which he doesn't, sort of almost no sound comes out. And
Good teamwork there, good teamwork.
that would, I think he's obviously had to get the horn and blow it. So that's probably it to him, but he's going to move 5 feet this way. The other guy is going to need to make his save for Barrett's disgusting toenail armor, and he is successful. So he moves to here.
Good old disgusting toenail armor. Gotta love it.
I think that's only 5, so he's going to... And that's a 1 miss, 1 hit with his great axe.
Hey, bugger off.
Narok.
Okay, we're still hasted, so I can move and still get attacks, which is lovely.
Whack him good.
So what I might do is move.
Well, that's like one move straight off, Colin.
Beg your pardon? What?
Down the thing, back up again.
Oh,
Nothing.
I'm making my mind up. My finger wasn't off the piece. Shut up. I've obviously seen the guy with the horn try to blow it, so I'm going to change.
Probably.
So, well, actually, what I'll do, I'll just drop that, and I'm going to do a percentile to see if I actually did 50 and above. I did. Nope, no fucking idea. So he's going to use the same.
And that probably makes some sense, just because you were poking around with the other guy. So.
Oh god, yeah, no, I'm more than happy with that. So I've taken a 5-foot step. So I'm going to drop those 3 into that dude.
Hit.
That's right. Drop it. Pop it.
Come on.
Well, wasn't that? Oh,
Oh no! Come on.
What?
Still there.
I was
And
just
what have you got?
hoping to take it out. That's all.
You got one more hit. One more, I think, haven't you?
Well, I only
Damage,
took a
damage.
5-foot step, so yeah, I've got one more shot, I suppose.
Oh, come on. Take him out.
That would
Oi,
be a hit.
that should be enough. Oh no! Come on.
Someone's going to steal this kill, I feel.
Who would that be?
Who could it be?
Also, could you did Terity do Inspire Courage? Because if not, it's still on from last sesh.
What?
That's a good point. Yeah, I must
On
remember that, the Terradicio clearing the Inspire Courage, because I don't think he did.
Oh, thank you. So all my hits and stuff would have still gone through, but just throwing that out there.
Oh, I
Yep.
think Narok was the only one I left it on.
Yep. Because you love me, and that's fine.
I
And I
do
appreciate it.
indeed.
Thanks, Pookie.
You're welcome.
So I'd like to move stealthily to within 30 feet and shoot him with my crossbow.
Yep. Well, let's make a stealth roll.
Right in the vagina.
I mean, I'm no biologist, but
Doesn't seem quite right. In the vagina.
Well,
In the vagina.
Dex, let's assume even not your best performance, but obviously it's you starting out at near dark, and you are stealthy, so you can move to within 30 feet of the giant, moving obviously at your normal move plus the extra 30.
So I won't get any closer than I need to for this shot, because I'm trying to stay hidden. So I will pop this roll. Oh dear.
That is a miss.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Even though he's flat-footed because he doesn't know where I am. He said hopefully.
Don't. Yeah, I mean, Michael, what's your thoughts on that one? And I do understand that he doesn't know you're there.
Yeah, it's like an invisible person attacking. So he'll just lose his dex bonus to his AC.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not looking at Dex, am I? I'm looking at it, which is number 2. Does he get any form of Dex bonus, or does he actually? Well, his flat-footed armor class is 2 higher than what you got.
Okay, so it is still a miss. All right, I'll pass on the turn.
In fact, his Dex is a negative. So,
Oh, he gets a bonus.
Yeah, he's even better when he doesn't know you.
yeah, that's yeah. Dahlgren.
He lost the opportunity of a kill steal.
I
Oh,
sure
it would
did.
have absolutely been a kill. That's a hit, Dahlgren.
Oh well.
There it goes.
Well and truly.
You know the relationship I have with the D20.
Ha ha ha! Let's go.
Barrett,
Well,
delay until after my turn.
he's let me
Yes,
just
they
see
didn't
the
tell me now.
rule. He's
Alright.
there. He'll get an
Hey,
attack of opportunity at you, though.
Well, come on. You said it after I'd moved. What am I meant to do?
Yeah.
Was your finger off the chest piece?
Yes, unfortunately.
Liar.
I know.
Your eyes light up. It's like, oh no.
Did he hit me?
We're just about to find out. Oh, gee, he's rolled a 20, but not confirmed. Because I tell you, with a great axe at 3 times the damage, you'd probably be dead.
Andrew,
That
did
hurt.
this one roll a save versus the nails?
Yep, it did,
Okay.
and it was successful.
I thought that was
Uh,
the other one.
Oh, yeah, no, it rolled first off, and I only just rolled that one
Oh,
as Barrett came up.
fair enough.
That is a hit.
All right.
Charity.
10, 15, 20, 25, too far. Next would be Dex. Okay, so I'll pass Contagious Zeal on to Dex, and not Baron, because he's a twat.
What's it do?
It's coded already,
Okay.
but it gives you +2 morale, +2 to attack morale bonus,
Ooh.
+2 to damage morale bonus, and +4 versus fear and intimidate.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And when it's your turn, you get to pass it on to someone else within 30 feet. Hence the name.
But unlike a contagious illness, once I've passed it on, I don't get to keep it.
No, you do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Until everyone is sick.
And it's just a number of rounds duration on each person. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Andrew loves that spell. I'm assuming, Andrew, this creature doesn't have multiple attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
And have a single attack added.
What's him up, Terry?
Oh,
no.
Come on!
Oh, critical hit.
Oh, it was a critical. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Holy crap!
Look at you.
Oh,
Oi.
fuck!
Awesome. I
Wow,
can steal the kill.
69.
Dude.
That's Charity's number, baby.
Yeah, of all the people.
I need to pay some money to get those fancy dice because that just lit my world up.
Yeah.
Oh. No, it shouldn't be. I shouldn't have those D6s. Someone's put Vital Strike on my characters on the combat tracker for my.
I noticed that
I don't
it happened.
have Vital Strike.
I know it happened. I noticed it happened to Baron as well. I had to take it off.
Can you take it off me? Oh, it's because you didn't select target self.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, applied by Dahlgren Lightforge Vital Strike on Terity.
How the fuck could I do that?
Because
I
you,
might
I shouldn't be able to do that, surely.
yeah, no, you can. You've got to toggle who the targets are within the code.
No.
So
Oh, I
there's a
had
target
two
self.
people. I had 2 people targeted from last.
Yep.
Possibly from last session.
So Andrew,
And
do you want me
Michael-
to re-roll that damage?
I can just, yeah, okay, it's probably easiest.
no.
I'll just have to take it off. But you've also got Vital Strike from Von Aston as well.
Okay.
Do you want me to remove that?
Yes, please. He can't lend me
I was
his
going to
feet.
say, I'm going to say, even you
Alright.
shouldn't be doing quite that much, eh?
No, actually,
Okay.
take that back. You had two lots of Vital Strike, both by Dahlgren.
Okay.
Von Aston's Strike Vision is still on.
Everyone else check.
So it's 16
Everyone-
points was what was on the D6s, if you want to just put that back on your guy.
So what's that?
How much? Sorry.
16 points.
I know all the D6. Isn't it? It's none of those purple D6 should apply. I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it
that's right.
16?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, total of the D6.
53. It's not bad.
Okay.
Too shabby.
It's still a beautiful attack.
That's still huge. I don't know how that happened. My apologies.
That's all good. The feat I took this round was improved critical, so I crit on a 15 plus now.
Hey, shit.
That's juicy.
Actually,
Yeah.
with errors like that in fantasy grounds, don't we usually blame Michael?
The evidence
Unfortunately,
is
we
there.
could see it this time.
Yes, yes. I'm free. For once.
That's all right.
All
We'll
right.
blame him for
Couldn't
something
help
else
it.
later.
That's funny.
Rourke. Why do I bother
Right.
hating you?
Anytime, Blossom. Let's do the normal.
Come on.
Throw 3 arrows.
Hit, and hit.
Oh, it's on 7s.
Drop a dam.
Come
Drop
on.
a dam.
Take him.
Drop a dam.
I don't know if it's going to do it.
And then, oh, hang on. We're still hasted.
Are you a sentry turret? Do you not want another shot? Oh, yeah. Come on.
Not quite.
Wow.
He just lines them out for others to knock
You know,
them
he's
down.
going to be stealing the next kill, Dex.
Go, Dex.
Come on, Dex.
Look at this guy go. He's just
Put it to bed.
he's an arrow machine.
Yeah, he's an 11th level maze. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
Picture Mad
exactly.
5000 over here.
And just for interest's sake, this is the first time in my role-playing hobby/career that I've ever had a arrow bow dude that actually was good,
Well,
that I built properly.
you've fully succeeded, haven't you?
I need, yes, he's ready to, actually no, he must kill more.
Must
Come on.
kill more. No, you've done well, Narek.
Yep, that's
Pleased.
absolutely super stealthy.
Super stealthy. All right.
Come on.
Okay.
That's 2 for 2.
Yeah, I'm just. I think they call that 0 for 2, actually.
Just double check. Can you do a
it's
stealth
very
and then
good.
an attack in the same round?
Well, I'm assuming you can because it's
No.
the haste of moving and doing it stealthy. Do you think you can't move stealthily and attack?
That's normally you got to spend a round getting stealthy, and then the next round you attack. It's not the same time.
You make a stealth check as part of movement. It doesn't take a separate action from the stealth page.
Oh, that's pretty devious, Brendan, pointing out the rules.
I
Hey,
like
hey,
to
come on now.
I'm just,
Welcome
maybe
to
it's
the group.
because it's normal light that the thief normally has to.
That
Yeah, there's rules
back
about
and then come out.
whether you can stealth when you're in plain view. But I'm kind of hoping that I'm not in plain view in this environment. But
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. I was just because we hadn't really played that before. And
yeah, it gets a bit tricky
questioning
with
why.
the action economy with rogues. But yeah,
Cool.
if it's up to Andrew whether he thinks my rogue could stealth in this situation, but he doesn't need an action to do it.
It's actually up to
That's
me,
right, I mean-
and I let you do it.
Oh,
Oh,
As
you get
people
the,
know-
I understand the
Well,
confusion.
Yeah,
I
see,
do whatever Michael says. He knows that. So he plays on it. So,
It's Tuesday
Okay.
night now, motherfucker.
well,
hang on.
Dex, that's it for you, Dahlgren. Let's steal another kill.
Attack of opportunity.
It is indeed quite correct.
Thank you. I target Dahlgren.
Yes, you can also have an attack of opportunity.
I would do that to my friend. Trying to get in his pants.
Can he take Dahlgren out in one super? Oh, it could be. It could. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's not confirmed.
I don't care. Whatever. It's worth it just to kill you.
Ram
All right.
your skull.
Come on. Aye.
Yeah. Deceased.
That's dead. So I think Naroke did about 250 points of damage and got no kills.
He's obviously in
Aye,
assist
aye.
mode.
What's particularly funny is the two characters doing ranged attacks. Dex was standing next to Narogue while he just hit with absolutely everything.
Yep.
And couldn't hit a barn with his
That's-
crossbow.
It's like, 16-foot tall giant. You're like, pa-ding, pa-ding.
Oh, where is he? Is this thing on?
All right. All right. So, are we out of bullet time for the moment?
Yes, you are.
All right.
Ash, is Bane something that you have to cast?
Bane.
Yeah, or is it on your weapon or something?
Oh no, it's. Oh, as in the giant Bane property.
Yeah,
It's on the weapon.
it's on the weapon. Alright,
Yeah.
It's a type
It's
of
not-
enhancement, is it?
Yeah, it's something that's already coded into it.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's why. And that's why when I'm fighting giants, I just use Heart Spit and that's it, because I don't have to worry about all that crap.
No, I thought you had greater vital strike for a second. So what the hell?
No, only improved.
Yeah, nice.
Uh,
Well, that seemed rather easy. I mean, do we try and collect the arrows, the 3,000 arrows in each giant for Nero?
Possibly true. Well, I mean, if obviously if the signal horn had gone off, that might have been a bit different.
Mm.
I'm going to call Nero Gatling from now.
yeah,
Like
I
that.
reckon.
I'll take
Well, that,
just haste me, baby. It all goes well.
Yeah, that silence spell was a real valuable move there.
I think we have a new thing to try all the time.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really, it was good putting on the arrow.
Silence, arrow, thwonk.
Good idea.
Just don't roll a 1, because that would be. Well, you won't hear Naroque scream at least because he shoots himself in the foot with a silent arrow. But the pantomime of a half orc bouncing around wherever he is would make everyone else laugh, and ergo we'd get seen. But it's all right.
All right.
Where are the slaves and what are they doing?
None have come out.
Yelling
Yep.
as loud as possibly for joy. The cheers
But
are
Narogue,
echoing.
with your process, you can see through there. They seem to be in a state of fear, huddling together.
Wave Terity up because he's good with words.
I go,
And I'm green, so the term "dirty halfy" gets thrown around a bit. So
So we haven't heard that term for a
Not for
while.
a long time.
No.
I like the idea that after being rescued from these terrifying storm giants, the slaves would take a minute to just be rude and racist to the horrifyingly frightening warrior who's just rescued them.
I know this is your first time on Tuesday nights. It's not unusual.
You're saying rude racism is par for the course in this situation?
it is
Welcome
when
to
Andrew's DMing.
Welcome to Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not so
mine,
much anymore.
mine Fura. I mean, Andrew does run a type shit.
Well, that's true. The halfie took some jeering, as well as the halfling who was jeered by some kobolds at one point.
That was awesome.
Charity,
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was not awesome. That was bullshit.
Kobolds not exactly known for their genteel behaviour, if we're being honest.
No.
I will walk up and poke my head into where the slaves are and say, I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
You're a bit short for a stormtrooper.
Yeah, true. Come with us. We have
giants.
escape plan. We've killed the
One of them-
guards.
One of them had a signal horn. As he signalled the others, we couldn't hear anything.
No, they are dead and they won't be coming back. Now, quick, we haven't got much time. Follow me. And I do a big sweeping hand gesture in the direction that we're going.
Well, they say, but it's cold. Giants. Where do we go? How do we get out of here? We don't want to jump in a trash compactor.
That's fair. Would it just be easier if we slaughtered you where you stood?
Well, they recoil even more.
Naroque
No,
takes a step
no.
back.
Everybody who doesn't believe in what I'm about to do, close your eyes.
We heard Narok was going to rescue us, but instead it's some other demon halfling
Demon?
come to kill us all.
No, not at all. Come on, we'll keep you warm. Don't worry, we have a camp not far from here.
We will freeze on the way. And you would know, I mean, they're going to suffer as soon as they're out from the fires. It's nighttime. You're in the mountains, and they are not strong. You can see they're malnourished.
All right, I'll go and find some tauntauns. Just cut them open, throw them in.
Are there any way we could get these people moving? How many folks do we have here?
There are 50. A lovely number.
All right. So what we need is a school bus. Has anybody got the spell summon school bus?
I mean, Von Aston did put Dex in a bag of holding the other week. He could survive for 10 minutes.
So 50 of them are about 3 seconds each.
Yeah, that's why they wouldn't last very long.
Not going to get us very far back to the camp that's 3 hours from here.
I mean, he could... no. But if he did fly in with the bag, Dex could say, "Get to the chopper."
Dolgan, do you have that spell
Totally worth it.
that helps us against these elements?
I have one left.
How many people can it do?
One.
Oh.
It's only for each creature touched. Which is why I get so many of them just to help us. But I can't help all of them. No, that's not the same. That doesn't mean anything. Okay. What about Von Aston casts? We move out of the area a little bit, and Von Aston casts his impenetrable mansion thing to keep us all protected.
Interesting.
Yes, he... Why have I created a copy of Baron? Fuck knows what I've done there. Yes, he creates a black cloud-like thing.
Yep. Just shepherd them out of the camp proper, and then set up. The only problem is we haven't dealt with the alpha wolves and stuff, the wolves.
That is correct. And you know that sort of within the area they are likely to be able to sniff you out either as part of a normal patrol or a special patrol.
If they do, then we kill them. It's much easier if they come to us and we kill them, I guess. But that would be the best move, I think, is trying our luck in setting up the hideaway mansion.
It would look like Von Aston has not set himself up to take that spell with him.
Buggers.
Because he has gone on his mega attack run of attacking spells at that level.
So, hot damn. Okay.
Probably because you go in at night, attack, and then return. So he hasn't bothered taking that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he really doesn't have anything that could work for more than a few people.
Yeah, okay. Bugger. All right. Well, how often do addressing the slaves now? How often do the giants come around and keep an eye on you? Are they always here, or
always two? And these two would be relieved at sunrise.
Okay, so we have a little bit of time. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Is there anywhere else here that's relatively safe, relatively warm to hide these guys before we can make a full escape?
Well, you'd have to. I mean, you know that the patrols not only sort of circuit the paths, but in the immediate area, and that they sniff things out. Other than that, there's the camp here, the village here itself.
Yeah.
And you would know the buildings, obviously the ones you've seen and the other ones that have been described to you.
Yeah. What pain in the arse.
Mm.
Being good is more trouble than it's worth, apparently.
I've never had to solve a problem like this in an RPG before.
Narok suggests, do we take the win of 2 more giants gone and come back for these people, poor people, when we've actually killed everything else? Sort of having a house on skates that we can put 50 people in. Or a friendly dragon that we could convince to pick these people up and drop them at the local tavern. Obviously not a giant tavern, because that would just be pointless.
Oh, here
And
you go.
And they could
Right.
walk there themselves. We don't have a warm cavern to shove them into.
No, we destroyed the mines.
Yeah.
Somewhere warm and sheltered.
Might have screwed the pooch on this one.
Well, in terms of warm, I mean, partially it's what shelter is there that can keep them out of the wind and where they can at least huddle together.
And we don't think we could actually fake those giants still being alive and just move in here and pretend we're part of the slaves and raid from this particular little walled-off outpost.
Yeah.
Well, they change guards regularly enough. And there is a watchtower that would be manned during the daytime, not far from here.
We'd have to burn that down now.
Absolutely, you could burn that down. That would certainly get you a sabotage point as well. So there are things, yes. But yes, so as you pointed out, the mines have collapsed, so they are just simply not usable.
Yeah. Okay. Narok thinks we should probably apologize wholeheartedly to these people, saying we will be back for them. And obviously they need to have something to stay warm and relatively dry, and we can maybe save them later. But we should probably, he thinks we should go and start just doing some more damage to more things.
Yeah, well, if we don't have a means
To get them out.
to get them out safely, or to find another location for them to hole up in, I don't know what else we could do, really.
Well, Brendan, you think what other locations might be available?
I call everyone in for a quick huddle, and just say, why don't we suggest that they fight to the death? Last man standing gets the interior element.
That's disgraceful.
And
I love stabbing and bashing things, but that's terrible.
Well, you wouldn't be doing any of it.
I could now that you've mentioned it, I can't sit by and watch it happen either.
Oh.
Is that like Celebrity Prisoner? You just get the muscle.
Survivor prisoner. That's just an idea. Okay.
Idea noted.
Yeah, Brendan, you have said either can you get them out or is there another location? And to me, the thing would be what other locations would be available to you within the village that might fit that description?
The brewery.
The brewery still has structure standing and still has a little bit of warmth from the fires burning from its explosion.
Is a
Don't mind the
partially
fuse.
destroyed building better or worse than slave pens?
Well, that's the thing. If it's partially destroyed, they already know it's gone up. Will they necessarily go back to check it?
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
as a way to hide out. Yeah.
Yep.
Did we torch? We didn't torch the forge, did we?
No,
No,
we just took care of it.
Yeah. You took care of the two smiths, so it can't be used. But in actual fact, the Remahazes were the forgers because their back fins glowed really hot, and so
Yeah.
they would forge metal on them. And you've killed those two and the two smiths.
So by rights, we could move them in there
It'd be warm.
for warmth to get them away from. If ultimately it's just somewhere warmer and safer than where they are, as
Yep.
long as more giants aren't going to find them and fuck their shit up, and they're not going to starve to death because obviously they'll be getting some form of food.
Where are they getting the food from?
Wouldn't it be the giants feeding them to not kill them, or are they eating each other?
Oh.
Are they cannibals?
They're eating each
Oh,
other?
So you're saying if they stay where they are, would they get food? But yes, if they go somewhere else.
Well, we
But
could-
that's right. The smithy or the forge, as you know, you removed it of its occupants, and it is not destroyed in any way.
Create food and drink. Create food and water. Oh, level 3. Aye, Jesus. Alright. That's oof. That would take a lot of those. I don't have enough power.
Well, they've got access to water at least, so we could make a effort to bring back some food next time we go past, or ask them what they want to do. Do they want to stay here? Do they want to be moved to a building that's going to be warmer yet? Yeah, hopefully without overlords to have the shit beaten out of them. Would you like some healing? Can we heal a few of you? Does anyone here have healing skills? If they were feeling better, they could help others.
That's possible. I mean, they want to be rescued. They fear staying here. They will never leave alive.
That's probably accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
That particular building area, or
Well, certainly not in the slave pens. They say more giants will appear in the morning, and their fear is they'll take it out on them.
all right, let's take them over the forge or smithy. Just as a temporary thing, maybe.
A couple of times they have dragged some of the slaves out and put like names on them, like Narok, and then pummeled them with rocks. So
Yeah, we best do that. Not drag them out and throw rocks at them.
Come on with the rock.
It's sort of a bit shit. Yeah.
Aye. Alright.
Mr. Smith is back. Yep.
okay, so you've gone to the smithy. Is that where you're going?
We'll see if we can get the people to go to a safer building, effectively. To hide
Look,
them.
I'm going to assume. I mean, I don't know whether silence obviously doesn't work in that sense, and you'd have to take them in smaller groups. But presumably, Von Aston does have a number of invisibility spells.
Mhm.
And look, I'm going to assume if the stealthier members of you guys sort of get them there, you can gradually, just taking your time, pace it out and get all of them into the smithy.
Yep.
Yeah, just Dex will want to sort of do the scout ahead and spot the patrols, and take the moments where we can hustle a group across and get them squirreled away.
That's right, just like the Great Escape until someone falls on a box.
That's it. That's what we should do. We should dig a complicated series of tunnels out of the slave pens.
Remarkably, one of the things I could have got would be burrow.
Can it burrow with other people or just yourself?
No, I can burrow underground, but it leaves like some semi-passagey type thing. I'm like, I'm not a worm, I'm a halfie.
So I'll assume you're all packed into the smithy. Now, are you lighting lights, putting a fire on, anything like that?
Well, be advised to board up all the windows and stuff like that, and probably have maybe a small fire. But from memory, in the smithy, there were beds and beds.
There's 2 giant-sized beds. Charity's probably already bags one, and there's a few rooms, but obviously there's 50 slaves plus you guys.
Well, body heat, keep them warm, out of the wind.
Well, they're used to that. That's what they were doing, huddling all up together.
Beds and bed sheets.
But if you do, there probably was some warmth in there anyway. Although you would know, the giants would know that this had been cleared out. The Smiths were dead. No one else was in this building.
Charity would like to sidle up with one of the more attractive slaves.
Okay, well, so one of them says, "I'm Bernard. Let's do it."
Okay.
Oh
We generate some heat. Shall we?
Yeah. No. Okay. Yep. Generate heat. Okay.
Yep. And I'll look around and see if anyone obviously would like to join and invite them in. Obviously, as you can see, we're starting to get warm, sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Look over, trying to make direct eye contact with Dex.
Dex looks pretty uncomfortable about this whole situation.
Yeah.
You've
probably seen worse, Dex.
Well, also he's feeling a little ashamed of himself after his performance in the most recent combat.
Yeah.
So I think he's just like the opposite of horny at the moment. Just dealing with some real inadequacy feelings.
That's right. Dave will never forgive you. He'll say, "What? 2 kills were begging."
Yep, that's it.
Do any of the slaves have injuries at all that need healing, or possible sicknesses or anything like that?
They're obviously malnourished, but there'd be a number of sprains. Some of them are probably hiding some broken bones.
All right, for fuck's sake, you can stop whinging about it. I'll give him a heal. God. Anyway. That's
I'm
a
sure
mighty lot of healing for all of yous.
They, if that's a channel, they certainly note your words and they all mutter in unison, praise to Torag.
Damn right.
Except those, obviously, from another part that say, praise to Torag.
I slapped them.
Repetitively.
Not our fault if we talk like this.
I'll knock it out of you.
Now, just to confirm, you guys have lit a fire?
Narok hasn't.
No. Okay, no, that's good. So nothing will alert anyone from outside. Now, do you intend to stay here for the night, or are some of you going to do anything more for the remainder of the night?
It's a tough one because if some of us venture out and we split our party, if people come back here, they're going to beat the snot out of the rest of the party and all the people. I think it might be safer just to stay. What do you guys think?
Just
If
in case some enemies come by, we want to protect the slaves. Is that the thinking? Yeah.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
That would be the concept. Is we're in here. We're like we can lock ourselves in possibly. No one thinks there's anything in here. And if Von Aston does his House of 1,000 Shadows or whatever it is,
He can't do that until he rests. Yep.
well, motherfucker needs to sleep. Offer to choke him out. No. I suppose we rest and then make a decision. We could technically use this as our sort of camp inside their camp if we sort of thought to. The only problem would be the wolves possibly sniffing us out.
It's possible. I mean, a smithy, I would suspect, has a reasonably strong smell still to it.
I'm happy to try. Worst case scenario, we scarper and then all the slaves die, and that's all right. That happens.
And I guess the issue will be just noise, because there's 56 of you in here. But yes, we can look. I'll assume you on the basis of what you've set up, you get through to the morning.
Hey.
So I will do night's rest. You would certainly at sunrise hear horns blaring and a commotion as giants move past you, and you presume that they've obviously found the dead giants in the slave pens, presumably with Narok carved into their buttocks. You hear the howling of some wolves later on, and quite a lot of giants, and I think some of you do speak giant. You capture, you hear snippets. Narok is here. Let's get a search party going. We're going to need to increase patrols. Probably even things like we're going to have to man the watchtowers at night. But nothing comes to disturb you. And if you wait the day, you will get through to night again. Now, was there any food for the slaves? Noting they're relatively malnourished and probably through a day isn't going to matter.
Well, I'd say some of us would have trail rations, but I'm assuming that we would need to try and find some food for them.
And there is no, this place has been stripped of any edible food, so there's nothing like that in here, only what you carry or what you can create.
I've got 11 rations on me. So I guess that's probably it's not going to be enough to feed 50 people, but, some food's better than no food.
What have I got?
Yeah.
I've got 3. Yeah. Shall we go up, have a look at the mammoth herder, and see if we can go in there and sort of strip it, obviously see what's there. Maybe there's some food in there, or God forbid we have to kill something, and then cook it and give them giant to eat.
I'm just looking up Von Aston's Major's private sanctum.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it just creates a safe sort of area that people can't see into. I don't think it actually gives you what some of the others do, food and shit like that.
I've got 13 good berries.
Well, this is a new day, so obviously people could have learnt new spells in the morning.
Okay.
Well, the good berries are worth 1 full day's of food each, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
The people we don't like, I've got 14 days worth of feed.
Yeah, I've got feed for the horses that we don't have at the moment.
Yeah. It would be oats and that kind of thing. Yeah, bit of hay.
It'll be it'll be edible. It's just
Elixir
I'm-
of love.
Yeah, well, I wonder if I can summon a nature's ally, and we can kill it, and they can eat it. No, it's probably not very rangery.
Doesn't it just disappear?
Yeah, pretty much. So there you go. You can eat the. Oh no, it's gone.
That's right.
So close, be it so far.
Well, if you want to wipe all your rations off, I'll presume you've got enough to certainly, without casting any other spells, enough to get them through till night time, where they would be able to move as well as they could the day before. And
Okay.
you guys are obviously fed.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and
Where is my rations?
delete
gone?
that.
Trail rations. There we
Okay.
go. Delete my trail rations. I'll also delete my feed and just say, look, there's feed here for while we're out. We're going to go out. If you want to munch, do it quietly.
Yes, they understand they need to be very quiet, but they're very scared, and they say, we just want to get out of this place, away from here.
Yeah, we're trying to come up with a way to do that. But there's a large number of you, and you're not in very good condition to travel, unfortunately. So it's not a simple problem to solve. We have no intention of leaving you behind, but yeah, we're not equipped for a mass refugee migration.
You're not people smugglers.
No,
Yeah.
we aren't.
Or
Not
the
even a
UN.
little bit.
Yes, well, it is. Night has fallen.
Let's wreck some giant face.
Could we go pilfer the appropriate clothing from the giant encampment invisibly?
That would be a thing.
Look, there's probably still some clothing in here, and because it's giant, you could distribute it, but to make it really work other than as just cut up bits of rag, you'd need to have some skill.
What about mending spell?
I think mending just mends something that's already been broken, so it's just sort of restitching, not creating something anew.
Do we have anything interesting in our bag of holding that we can actually provide these people? I don't know. I'm just sort of guessing.
Not very far. Let's convince Von Aston to take teleport and teleport him all the way.
Oh, nice.
Well, I think there's still a limitation with
The
times and
number of people you can teleport is not. It's less than 50, but we could do it in a lot of trips, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Over a certain number of days, we've just got to go out hunting and Well, I'll carry, but Narok can hunt.
Yeah, let's go hunting inside a giant encampment. Let's hunt giants. Feed them giants.
We can. Yeah, no, why not? It's just meat, but
If they're hungry enough, they'll eat it.
exactly.
And if not, they go to bed without any dinner.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, if at night time you want to go to, so we're at night again. If you want to go and explore or test out some other buildings,
Yeah, Narok would like to go across and have a look at the mammoth one just to see if it's well, because it's sort of the last one in, or second last one by the tower there in that little area. You know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. He's just trying to think of cleaning that up. Otherwise, we probably need to raid down in this the bottom left-hand corner.
Stepping away from the PC, but I'll still be listening.
so the one in the bottom left is the tannery,
Yep, and then that one is
the mess hall.
yeah. See, if we could go and pilfer some stuff invisibly there, that'd be great. And just steal a heap of food. But, you know, we've got 50 people there. Trashed that, we've trashed that. There's only, well, there's a few things.
So, I mean, technically, at least one watchtower would give you a sabotage point.
Yeah.
And then, yes, there's those other buildings to go. The tannery, the mess hall, the longhouse that's near the prisoners' area, the longhouse that effectively is the big building of the Hussiers. And then sort of up in the top left, you sort of haven't been through that space.
Yeah, it's a bit sketch. Question to the party, what do we want to do? Are we trying to look after these people, or do we still want to just go raiding and destroy stuff and try and bring supplies back that we just survive on and stay as quiet as humanly possible, or orcically possible, or whatever race we are?
Well, I think we've got to keep wrecking this village. If we can wreck it to the point where the storm giants all piss off, then that's that much less danger for the people.
That is true.
The more storm giants we kill, the less of them there are around to put these people's lives at risk.
So, Brennan, in the two encampments, which are effectively, there's one and the other one's here, there are like hundreds of giants. So there's sort of a number that big that you can't, if you like, beat them by sheer force. But if the village disbands, they will naturally just leave.
They'll leave, yeah.
I reckon. Then we, hit the mammoth thing and hit that or that tower there tonight, and just start working our way through the towers.
Sounds good.
Yeah. You on board, Terry, or?
I am. Let's roll, Narok.
Have we got a tactic for dealing with the towers at the moment, or have you guys attacked one already, or?
Not yet.
I don't think we have.
No, you haven't attacked one yet.
No, we do have oil. That Von Aston got from memory, that we can, cover the base with oil and light it on fire.
That's a cool idea.
He can do his like floating ball of doom from a distance. So it means we, can light it on fire from relative inverted commas safety. So I would suggest we go there to the mammoth one, because that's possibly going to have people in it. Oh, sorry. Giants aren't people. But casual racism. But remembering that we did hear that they might have to start putting watchers in the towers.
Yeah,
So
they were saying they might start manning the towers at night.
yeah, so I guess we go up, sneak see if it's being manned or not, and then if it's not, we hit the other building to the right, and then once we finish there, we can burn that, and then come scarpering back here.
Yep, makes sense to me.
So the only risk is discovery of the slaves and feeding them. But
Yep.
yes, given you are virtually in the middle of the village, if you disband it, then they can leave without hassle.
So yeah, let's do that, I guess.
Okay, so nighttime. Where are you going? And I assume is Von Aston staying behind, or is he coming with you guys?
Preferably Von Aston would be with us, so he can throw his fireball of thing to light the tower up when we want him to, if that makes sense. So I would say that. I'm just trying to move myself to. I would say that we'd want to sneak to about, if we can, get to about there to see if the watchtower is actually being gianted.
Which watchtower?
That one.
I'm just looking for I cannot see a marking on this map. You're on the 2D version?
Yep.
Oh, yep. No, sorry, I've got it now. Yep.
So, Chief. Yeah.
Okay.
We sneak to there, but.
So this is presumably just some of you guys having a look. Oops, wrong one. That's slave pens. You would find that that there are 2 winter wolves down below and 2 ice trolls up in the tower, which is not something you have previously seen. They've normally been unoccupied at night.
What type of tactics do we want to try for this? Or do we want to have a break for a night, even though we don't have any food or anything like that, because we just gave it all to the starving masses?
Have we fought these enemies before?
The ice trolls, I believe so, and the wolves, yes, but not in the tower configuration.
Okay.
Can only assume that there'd be a horn or a gong. We haven't even been up into a watchtower yet. So some form of noise making to say, hey, the Narok is here.
You would note they have something like a skyrocket attached and potentially a horn as well. So they have some signalling devices.
Shut.
Good call by them. So is there a way that we could do the same silence trick? Well, I guess if it's skyrocket, they can launch that. That'll be a visual thing, so that doesn't help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a conundrum. This is a good one. Unless we sneak in, kill the winter wolves, and just set fire to the thing with them up there.
Mm.
And the only way
Are they likely to notice us fighting the winter wolves down the bottom of the tower? Or do you think we'd be able to take them out sneakily?
Probably depends on what mood Andrew's in.
Yeah, what the sight lines are.
I would hazard a guess that. So what are this is going to really get into reality versus fantasy. The towers is just a platform really high up, and there's a spiral staircase, or is it rope ladders, or?
So it is a wooden hexagonal platform supported by 6 poles, each the size of a large tree, A large hut sits on top of the platform. Underneath, a sloping ramp and staircase climb up into the centre of the tower.
Okay.
The platform stands 20 feet off the ground, and the hut atop is another 20 feet tall.
Shit. Okay.
I'm wondering if it would be possible for Dex to sneak up there and sabotage the alert devices, and then if he can pull that off, then we just light the thing on fire and kill anyone who escapes the fire.
And Dex is incredibly stealthy, but there are 2 winter wolves at the base of the tower.
Mm-hmm. And that seems like an impractical thing to sneak past.
Well, it's just, I think, it's not impossible, but
Yeah.
given they've got scent and the like, that it would be more difficult than, say, if it was just the ice trolls or if it was a frost giant.
Yeah. Fair point.
Could this be one of those moments where we use a previously used trope of Von Asten is invisible, makes himself invisible, makes Dex invisible, hangs onto Dex, casts fly, flies up there, Dex disables the device, they fly away, and we set it on fire?
Well, that's so. I guess he'd still have to make a stealth check, but then
it's convoluted.
Yeah, but I guess there's still the noise, and so it's how stealthy when they land, or if he's there with him. Yeah, just his stealthiness in disabling a device up there, but absolutely could be done. And I would say disabling the signal horns and skyrockets is exactly something contemplated in the module.
Well, I'm up for giving it a try. The only thing that I'm worried about is if he drops me off on the top of the tower and we're both invisible. How do I signal him to pick me up? How would he even find out where I am to pick me up?
I'm assuming we would have to fashion some form of harness out of rope and bonded together while the shenanigans are occurring.
This guy's not very stealthy, though, is he?
He's no Dahlgren.
No,
We could cast silence on him, though.
that would help.
Silence, invisible, and fly, and you would just have to trust each other to remember that one's strapped to another. And when you start seeing when Von Asten starts seeing the signal rocket being pulled apart, not to get all nervous and fly away because it drags you away. This is Dumb and Dumber.
Well, no, but Tom Cruise did it in Mission Impossible when he went down the lift well on a sort of a harness.
Fair call. Fair call.
So
he wasn't attached to another person, though.
Oh, wasn't the other guy holding on? Whatever he was, holding onto the rope, and then he went down even.
Oh, zipped him down because it slipped, and then he had to catch him. Yeah.
I mean,
it could.
Dex might like picturing himself as Tom Cruise out of Mission Impossible.
How do you get jealous, though?
Yeah, that's true. Well, folks, noting the time at 10:30, we can certainly wrap it up for tonight. Thank you especially to Brendan for filling in.
Yep, good work.
Yeah,
No
well done. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He'll clear the schedule for us.
Yeah. Well, I know Brendan said he can't play every week, but if you're happy to, certainly while Dave's away and a few others are away, because I think Ash, you're away not next week, but then the week after for a few weeks.
So